Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and we are here with our first match in the pool play of the March Madness tournament. So, the March Madness tournament is a tournament that I was participating in this last weekend. If you guys did not know, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, if you didn't see the video that I uploaded a couple days ago on my channel, or you missed the stream, the March Madness tournament is just a tournament where there is an All-Star division, an Open division. I was in the All-Star division. And I was invited and chosen as an all-star from the MPL. It's pretty much just where we draft seven mons and we battle in a pool play, and then the top people from the pool play get to move on to the bracket. So since I'm in the all-star division, 2 out of the 5 people in the pool are going to move on to the bracket. So that was my aim with this. I wanted to at least make it to the brackets, and if I did that, I would have been pretty happy. But even if I didn't, I wouldn't have been that mad because there was a lot of really good players in this. So there's that. I was invited as an all-star. As I said, I was representing the MPL. And if you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I am not currently anymore in the MPL. So this is gonna be my last videos having everything to do with the MPL for my channel. At least for now. Maybe I'll join back in a future season, potentially, maybe, but I am not currently in the MPL anymore. So yeah, that's that. The other leagues that had all-stars represent from them were the GBA, PPL, NPL, TBU, and GPC. So that is pretty cool. And in my pool, I have Septile MC from the GBA. I got Skyrander from the TBU, who were battling first. I got Cheeseboy, the Phoenix Sunkerns, who stole my freaking name. They just copied it straight up. What losers. Yeah, they're also in my division, or not my division, my pool. And then the last person is Monotui from the PPL Division 1 or Division 2. Oh my god. I don't remember. I know who else is in his division, but I don't remember exactly which. I don't remember what division he's in, but he's in one of them, obviously. I think he's in Division 1. I might be wrong about that, but yeah. So this is the match versus Sky, and Skyrander. He's a really cool guy. Make sure you go check him out. He's part of the TBU, and he was in the finals last year, and he lost a trip. And yeah. That was a pretty cool match as well. But we're gonna be talking about this match. This match is way more interesting because I'm part of it, obviously. So that's what we're gonna be saying. But also, I'm gonna be uploading these videos every alternate day, unless there's a GPC match that's gonna be going up that day or some other required upload. Which I'm only part of the GPC as of right now. So it's gonna be going up every alternate day. I'm going to be doing replays, and they're usually going to be pretty short. This one is going to be a bit longer just because I explained the tournament and stuff. But hopefully I want to range from like 7 to 10 minutes for these videos. This one's probably going to be a little longer, as I said. But yeah, I'm going to just talk about my team a little bit. Sky has a rain team, obviously. The one mon that he didn't bring is Drudagon, which I really expected actually for my team. But I'll tell you why I expected in a little bit. I brought a Specs Raikou because it just, I can just spam modest Specs Thunder on his team, and he has like almost no switch-ins. The only switch-in would pretty much be like a really Spadef Scizor, but even that's not going to take it very well, and I could even get the potential to paralyze because Thunder has a 30% chance to paralyze. And I brought Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Hidden Power Ice. So triple electric stab versus him, and the Hidden Power Ice was for the Drudagon, which did not end up even coming. So I thought his Drudagon might come. It would either be an AV variant or a Rocky Helmet variant. That was the 2 variants I was really expecting, with maybe rocks. My next mon is going to be a Banded Talonflame. Banded Talonflame 2-shots everything on its team. The only thing that it doesn't 2-shot is his, well, actually even 2-shots a defensive Drudagon, but it does not want to take all that Rocky Helmet recoil. And the other thing that it might not 2-shot is like his Kabutops stuff has a lot of bulk in it, but if he is Life Orb, he's gonna be wearing himself down to where I can 2-shot him if he is if he does have a lot of HP investment, or what is it, or he's also going to get hurt by rocks if I ever do get them up. So my next mon is Amoonguss, and I have an AV Amoonguss this time because it helps me take hits from the Kingdra and also the Politoed. It has a ton of defense investment as well, so I can take on Kabutops as well as Toxicroak. So that is pretty cool. AV Amoonguss will put in work. I have the Foul Play, so Scizor cannot set up on me. I have Hidden Power Fire, but in the rains, it's not doing much to Scizor. So it's only pretty much there for if it's out of rain to do a lot of damage to Scizor. I really didn't expect to be clicking Hidden Power Fire in this match. It was just there because I couldn't think of another move slot. And then my last two slots were Giga Drain and Sledge Bomb for Stab. Sledge Bomb. Actually, did I even need Sledge Bomb versus this team? Oh yeah, for Tornadus to potentially get a poison. So that's kind of why it's Sledge Bomb. My next mon is the Mega Sableye. So I have a mixed defensive Sableye. I actually have Stall instead of Prankster on the Sableye just because the plan was to lead off with it. And if he led off with Politoed, I could take a Scald, the Hydro Pump. I could take any one hit from it unless he was Specs, and I would be able to recover off the damage so that I get a free Mega Evolution off without having to waste a move slot on Fake Out. Now, if I got burned on the first turn, that would suck, but it's just the cost that I would have to pay. And the reason I wanted to get my Mega Evolution off was because I don't have any hazard removal because I'm not bringing Hitmon top, and I don't want rocks to get up because then Talonflame is not going to appreciate them, and Talonflame is definitely one of my biggest win conditions in this match, as well as Raikou. So that is that. My next mon is Suicune. So I could not think of a Suicune set. I knew I wanted to bring Suicune because it just was a nice water resist for him. It was bulky and it dealt with a lot of Pokemon in his team. But the thing is that I couldn't just bring a normal Rest Sleep Talk variant because I would need Rest Sleep Talk, then I'd have to run a Stab Scald, and then I'd have to run either like Roar, Calm Mind, or something else. And I couldn't run that because he has Dry Skin on Toxicroak, so I would be forced to run no Roar or Calm Mind. I would be forced to run another coverage move, so I just ended up deciding to go with AV just because this gives me a nice switch into Tornadus, which I did not really have on this team besides that, besides Raikou, but I did not want to take a knockoff and lose my specs because, again, Raikou was one of my win conditions in this match. So yeah, so instead I went with an AV set. I decided to go with Scald just because I can spam across his team, especially in rain. I can potentially get a burn on something. Actually, I can't spam it on his team because of the Toxicroak, but I have Air Slash on this, so I can hit Toxicroak super effectively, and I can predict the switch if I ever want to do that. Also, my next move is Hydro Pump because it's just a strong stab in rain. It's just going to be doing a ton of damage to his team. And Ice Beam for stuff like his Druddigon and Tornadus. Now, my last mon is going to be the Metagross. So this is my only rocker. So I actually won the Custap Berry Metagross this week. Or not this week, this pool play match. I decided to go with, I think I went for Meteor Mash or Zen Headbutt for Stab. I can't remember that part, but I had Stealth Rocks on this. I had a Explosion because Custap Berry Explosion would be pretty nice. It just would not hurt Scizor that much. That's the only thing. And then my last move was Sunny Day because there's no other moveset I could really want on it. So if I had the Custap Berry, I could go for Sunny Day. If I was in a bad position, like if Kingdra was about to sweep and Politoed was already dead, I could go for that Custap Berry Sunny Day, and that would be pretty cool. And I think that's it for the team. The Sunny Day was pretty much just for that, and the Custap Berry was just because I had enough bulk to live any one hit from a lot of mons. There's really no item I wanted on this thing. Leftovers would not be helpful. I didn't want Life Orb because I wanted its bulk a little bit, even though it wasn't too much. It wasn't a counter to any of his mons, but it was a nice check because I didn't get one shot by a lot of mons. It just took a ton of damage from a lot of mons. So I ended up going with Custap Berry, and yeah, that was it for its item. So we're gonna start the match. I'm gonna go with my original plan. I gotta lead off with my Mega Sableye, and I'm gonna go for the Recover, the Stall Recover. Which is pretty cool. He goes for Scald, and he does not get the burn, which is fantastic for me. So I'm going to now switch out into my Suicune because I know I can take one hit. If he does go for the Scald, hopefully he doesn't get the burn, as he does not. And I'm going to go for the Air Slash right here, expecting his Toxicroak to come in. And he's going to get that Dry Skin recovery. He's just going to go for another Gunk Shot, and I'm going to be able to take him out with a Air Slash. So he actually does a ton of damage to me with that Gunk Shot. So I'm not going to switch out into my AV Amoonguss because I know I can take any one hit from this thing, and yeah, that Draco Meteor did a ton of damage, but I can still easily eat it up. I'm gonna go for foul play. His Scizor does come out, and I'm gonna go on to my Mega Sableye. He's gonna go for the knockoff. Not that much. I think right here I go for the foul play, and I'm going to get some nice damage off on his Kingdra, which is really, really cool. Right here goes on to Polito to get his rain back up. I'm just going to go for the recover, and right here I go for the Will-O-Wisp because I really need to weaken this Politoed. And this next turn I go for the recover, and I'm getting some more health back. So I don't really agree with this play. I should have probably switched out straight up into a Moongus just because this thing is I don't want it to get weakened. Although at the same time it doesn't do that much versus his team. It only just prevents rocks from coming up, and he didn't bring his Druddigon, so it wasn't that big of a deal if I did lose that much health. And I did get the burn off of it. So that's why I decided to kind of let Sableye get burnt right there, but I didn't end up getting burnt, which was really, really nice for me. So I could have recovered up again, but I didn't want to risk the burn this time. And now that this thing is burnt, I just decided to go into Moongus, and he actually makes a double out into his Tornadus. Not a double, but he switches out into his Tornadus, and at this point I'm kind of forced to sack something off because Suicune is at a really low amount of health. And yeah, I'm just gonna let Suicune go down right here. Poor Suicune, but it did a nice work against his team with Toxicroak. Suicune is just an amazing mon, honestly. So I'm gonna go into Raikou because now I just literally get a kill, and he's gonna go into Kingdra. It's gonna get sacked off. It wasn't that big of a deal because I had a Moongus to switch into it every time, so I wasn't too scared of that. But now I lose my life with my Assault Vest, so Kingdra could have been scary if it was still alive, but it isn't. So I'm not too scared. The Assault Vest would have been nice for, like, yes, Polito, but not that much, unless he was like offensive, which I think he was defensive. I'm not 100% sure. He might have been offensive. Sorry about that. But this thing can switch into Kabutops relatively easy, so I do that. And I'm just going to over Sludge Bomb right here, expecting his Tornadus might want to come out because I went for the foul play last time. But I stay in this time because I know that he might want to set up, and I want to get a foul play off. And now at this point I switch out because I really want to keep this thing for his Kabutops, and a Bug Bite, if he's adamant max attack, which I wasn't sure if he was yet, would be able to take me out. So I'm going to go for the Metagross. He actually just goes for a Bullet Punch, so I guess he didn't have the Bug Bite. And the reason I went out of Metagross is because I would be able to live on red, and then I could get Custap Berry Rocks up, or I could even go for the Explosion. But more likely I want to get Rocks up just to weaken his team and help me get his Kabutops in range of Banded Brave Bird. So I'm going to get my Rocks up right here. He's going to go for the Roost, and then this next turn I'm just going to explode all over his face like that. And he goes for another Swords Dance. And instead of going for a Swords Dance, he goes for Swords instead of Roost, which is really nice because now he's in range of He's in range of Banded Brave Bird. I don't have any reason not to click Brave Bird at this point because if I do get a Brave Bird off on Kabutops, then that's going to be really nice for me because that means he cannot take another one. And he didn't bring Druddigon, so I'm just free to click Brave Bird right here and kill his Scizor, which was a huge threat. So I'm really happy that thing is gone. And now Kabutops can come in, but I can just switch out into Amoonguss because this thing pretty much walls this thing, so that's pretty cool. I think I go right here for the foul play. Yes, I do. So I get some nice damage off on Tornadus. And I'm not going to go out into Sableye to stack something else again to Tornadus. And I'm going to just use Sableye because it just doesn't do that much versus his team. The only thing that I really wanted to was help me prevent getting rocks up, but yeah, it's not that good versus his team, so I'm going to sack off my Mega Sableye, and now I can go out into Raikou. Watch this right here. Watch. Oh, no, not just yet. You guys are going to see later, but I go for the Thunder right here because I can just get another kill with Raikou, and he lets his Polito go down so we can get Rain up. And he's going to go into Kabutops, and that is really nice because this Rocks damage and the Life Orb damage is going to put him in range of Banded Brave Bird now. So that is really cool. And I think his team is in range of Banded Brave Bird at this point. Maybe after Regenerative Tornadus could live one, so I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I think he is in range of Banded Brave Bird, especially after the Giga Drain, for sure. So I'm not going to switch out into my Raikou because I don't want to switch out to Talonflame, even though it just wins at this point. And I'm going to switch out to Raikou because I'm thinking I can get a 3-0 right here. I can just get another Thunder off, and I would most likely kill the Tornadus, and then I could win the game with Amoonguss versus his Kabutops. But look at this right over here. He gets one crit. Okay, that's fine. I think I can live another one with my investment. but I think he gets another crit, so that might have been a roll at that point, but you know, I got double crit, but god damn it, Sky. But it's fine, just because now I can go on a Brave Bird. Now I can go on a Talonflame, and I can click Brave Bird twice and win this game. So that is really, really good. I think I could have gone a 3-0 if it wasn't for that that bit of hacks, which kind of sucks. It wasn't that big of a deal, though. I still won the game. And we started off our first pool play match with a W, which is really, really cool. It was against Sky, and Sky is an amazing guy, so make sure to go check out his channel. He uploads like Wi-Fi battles, and he has amazing Sun and Moon leaks on his channel. They're just absolutely amazing. Freaking Sun and Moon, he has the best leaks, you know, okay? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be starting to upload these every alternate day against the other people in my pool. And hopefully we can make it to brackets, but you guys are gonna have to see whether I do that or not. But yeah, this video is a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it's whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.